The birth of Colosseum. Introduction to the Colosseum. The Colosseum, an enduring symbol of Rome, Italy, stands as one of the most remarkable architectural feats in the world. This ancient amphitheater, with its massive stone arches and grandeur, tells a story of a bygone era, filled with history, culture, and architectural innovation. Constructed under the Flavian dynasty, the Colosseum was built over 2,000 years ago, during the peak of the Roman Empire. It was originally named the Flavian Amphitheater, after the dynasty of emperors who oversaw its construction. The name Colosseum came much later, derived from a colossal statue of Nero that once stood nearby. Designed for public spectacles, especially gladiatorial contests, the Colosseum could hold tens of thousands of spectators, making it the largest amphitheater of its time. Its creation was not only a testament to the Roman Empire's power and wealth, but also to its engineering and architectural prowess. Today, the Colosseum continues to awe visitors from around the world. Its legacy goes beyond just being an iconic tourist attraction. It represents an important piece of human history, showcasing the architectural genius and cultural importance of the Roman era. In this story, we will explore the fascinating history of the Colosseum, its purpose, and the events that took place within its walls. We will journey through time to understand its significance and the reasons why it still captures our imagination today. History and construction of the Colosseum. The story of the Colosseum begins in ancient Rome, under the rule of the Flavian dynasty. Its construction started around 70-72 AD under Emperor Vespasian and was completed in 80 AD by his son, Emperor Titus. Later, modifications were added by Domitian, another son of Vespasian. The Colosseum was designed to be a grand amphitheater, where public spectacles such as gladiatorial contests, animal hunts, and mock sea battles could be held. This was part of Vespasian's plan to gain popularity among the Roman people and provide a symbol of the restored power and glory of the Roman Empire. Building the Colosseum was a massive undertaking. It required advanced engineering skills and a considerable workforce. The Romans used a variety of materials, including stone, concrete, and iron, to construct the amphitheater. The use of arches and vaults was crucial in supporting the structure's weight and providing stability. The Colosseum is an elliptical structure measuring about 889 meters, 620 feet long, and 156 meters, 513 feet wide, with a height of 48 meters, 157 feet. It had 4 floors, with the outer 3 floors featuring arched entrances. The arena floor was wooden and covered with sand, which helped absorb blood from the combat. The Colosseum could hold an estimated 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. The seating was arranged according to social ranking, with the best seats reserved for the emperor and the Roman elite. The middle tiers were for the average citizens, and the top tiers were for the poor and women. The Colosseum featured several architectural innovations. It had a complex system of corridors and passages, including those for the gladiators and animals, as well as for the spectators to enter and exit the building quickly. It is also believed to have had a retractable awning system, known as the velarium, to protect spectators from the sun and rain. The inaugural games of the Colosseum, held by Emperor Titus in 80 AD, were grand and lasted for 100 days. These games included gladiatorial combats, animal fights, and public entertainments, showcasing the might and sophistication of the Roman Empire. The construction of the Colosseum marked a significant period in Roman history. It was not just an architectural and engineering marvel, but also a social and cultural center in ancient Rome. The amphitheater's design and scale were unparalleled, making it a unique and significant historical structure. In the next section, we will delve into the types of events that were held in the Colosseum, focusing on the gladiatorial games and public spectacles, and how they played a role in Roman society. Gladiatorial games and events in the Colosseum. The Colosseum was the stage for a variety of public spectacles, most famously the gladiatorial games. These events were not just entertainment. They were a significant part of Roman culture and society. The main attraction in the Colosseum was the gladiatorial games, where gladiators, often slaves, prisoners of war, or condemned criminals, fought against each other or wild animals. These combats were fierce and sometimes deadly, intended to demonstrate bravery and skill in battle. Gladiators were trained in special schools and could become popular and respected if they were successful. There were different types of gladiators, each with their own fighting style, weapons, and armor. Some, like the heavily armored Murmillo, fought with a large shield and sword. Others, like the nimble Retiarius, fought with a net and trident. These varied fighting styles made the games more exciting and unpredictable. Besides gladiatorial combats, the Colosseum also hosted animal hunts, known as venations. Exotic animals like lions, tigers, and bears were brought from across the empire and pitted against hunters, or sometimes against each other. These hunts were grand events, showcasing the power of Rome to control and dominate nature. In the early years, the Colosseum could be flooded to stage mock sea battles, known as naumachii. These reenactments of famous naval battles involved large ships and numerous combatants, providing a spectacle of naval warfare to the spectators. The Colosseum was also used for public spectacles, such as executions, reenactments of famous battles, and dramas based on Roman mythology. These events were part of the public entertainment and played a role in reinforcing Roman values and the emperor's power. The games and events held in the Colosseum served several social and political purposes. They were a means for the emperors to gain popularity and keep the public entertained and distracted. They also reinforced the social hierarchy, as seating in the Colosseum was arranged according to social status. The Roman public was fascinated by the games. They admired the bravery and skill of the gladiators and enjoyed the spectacle of the battles. However, these events were also brutal and violent, reflecting the harsh realities of life in ancient Rome. The games and events in the Colosseum were a key part of Roman life. They provided entertainment for the people, showcased the might of the empire, and reflected the values and complexities of Roman society. In the next section, we will explore the architecture and design of the Colosseum, looking at how this iconic structure was built to accommodate such a wide range of events and large crowds, and the architectural innovations that made it a marvel of ancient engineering. Architecture and design of the Colosseum. The Colosseum is not only famous for the events it hosted, but also for its remarkable architecture and design. It stands as a testament to the engineering prowess of the ancient Romans. The Colosseum is an elliptical building, measuring about 189 meters, 620 feet in length, and 156 meters, 513 feet, in width. This shape was ideal for housing a large number of spectators and providing a clear view of the arena from any seat. The building has 4 levels, with the outer 3 featuring a series of arches. These arches not only added to the aesthetic appeal, but also supported the weight of the structure. The use of arches and vaults was a significant architectural advancement, allowing the creation of this massive yet stable amphitheater. Inside, the Colosseum could seat around 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. The seating was carefully designed according to social hierarchy. The best and closest seats were reserved for the Roman elite, while the higher tiers were for the general public. The very top tier, with the least desirable view, was for the poorest citizens. The arena floor where the events took place was made of wood and covered with sand. Beneath the arena was the hypogeum, meaning underground, a complex network of tunnels and chambers. This area housed gladiators, animals, and machinery used during the games. Trapdoors and lifts were used to bring participants and animals up to the arena. One of the most innovative features of the Colosseum was its velarium, a retractable awning that provided shade to the spectators. This feature demonstrated the advanced understanding of materials and mechanics by Roman engineers. The Colosseum was constructed using various materials, including travertine limestone, tuff, a type of rock, and concrete. These materials were chosen for their durability and availability. The construction of the Colosseum showcased several advanced engineering techniques. Romans used a combination of precise manual labor and ingenious machines to erect this massive structure. The transportation and placement of the large stones used in the construction were feats of engineering in themselves. The architectural design of the Colosseum was not only functional, but also aesthetically pleasing. Its grandeur and elegance have made it an iconic symbol of Roman architecture. The architecture and design of the Colosseum reflect the ingenuity and resourcefulness of ancient Roman engineers and architects. It remains one of the greatest architectural achievements of the ancient world and continues to be studied and admired for its innovative construction. In the next section, we will discuss the cultural significance of the Colosseum, exploring its role in Roman society and its lasting impact on world history and architecture. Cultural significance of the Colosseum. The Colosseum is more than just an architectural marvel. It holds significant cultural importance in both ancient and modern times. In ancient Rome, the Colosseum symbolized the might and engineering brilliance of the Roman Empire. Its grand scale and capacity to host spectacular events demonstrated Rome's advanced technology and organizational skills. It was a representation of the empire's wealth and power. The Colosseum played a crucial role in Roman society. The games and spectacles it hosted were not just entertainment. They were also tools for political propaganda. Emperors used these events to gain favor with the public and to demonstrate their ability to control and provide for the masses. The organization of games could be used to celebrate military victories, commemorate anniversaries, or honor the deities. Beyond politics, the Colosseum was a cultural hub of ancient Rome. It was a place where people from different social classes came together. The games were a reflection of Roman values and beliefs, including the celebration of courage, strength, and victory. The design of the Colosseum has influenced modern architecture. Its use of arches and concrete construction set a precedent that can be seen in contemporary stadiums and amphitheaters. The idea of a large, open venue for sports and entertainment has its roots in the Colosseum's design. Despite partial destruction over the centuries due to earthquakes, fires, and stone robbery, the Colosseum has endured as a symbol of Rome's lasting legacy. Its ruins stand as a reminder of the impermanence of human endeavors, yet also of the endurance of human ingenuity. Today, the Colosseum is one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world. It draws millions of visitors each year, who come to marvel at its history and architecture. It serves as a tangible connection to the ancient world and is a central feature in the cultural landscape of Rome. The Colosseum is an important educational resource, providing insight into Roman history, architecture, society, and engineering. It is a subject of study for historians, architects, archaeologists, and scholars from various fields. Recognized for its historical and cultural value, the Colosseum was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980. This status highlights the need to preserve and protect it as a significant part of world heritage. The cultural significance of the Colosseum is vast and multifaceted. It stands as a testament to the Roman Empire's history, a symbol of architectural prowess, and a beacon of enduring cultural impact. Its story continues to fascinate and educate people around the globe. In the next section, we will explore the decay and preservation of the Colosseum, examining the challenges and efforts in maintaining this ancient monument for future generations. Decay and preservation of the Colosseum. Over the centuries, the Colosseum has faced numerous challenges, leading to its decay and the ongoing efforts to preserve this iconic monument. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the Colosseum underwent significant changes and challenges. It was no longer used for games and events, leading to a period of neglect. Over time, earthquakes, fires, and especially stone robbery, where people took stones from the Colosseum to build other structures, caused major damage. Parts of the outer walls collapsed, and much of the original interior was lost. Throughout its history, the Colosseum has been used for various purposes. It has served as a fortress, a Christian shrine, and even a quarry for building materials. Each of these uses altered the original structure in some way. Preservation of the Colosseum became a priority in the 19th and 20th centuries. Recognizing its historical and cultural value, efforts were made to stabilize and restore the structure. These efforts have included cleaning the stones, reinforcing the walls, and restoring some of the damaged parts. Preserving the Colosseum is challenging due to its age, size, and the extent of decay. Environmental factors, such as pollution and weather, also pose a threat to the structure. Preservationists must balance maintaining the Colosseum's integrity with modern conservation techniques. Modern technology has aided in the preservation of the Colosseum. Techniques like 3D modeling, structural analysis, and innovative materials are used to understand the structure better and guide restoration efforts. The Colosseum's status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site highlights the importance of preserving it not just for Italy, but for the entire world. It is a symbol of human history and architectural achievement that needs to be protected for future generations. The Colosseum continues to serve an educational and cultural role. It is a popular tourist destination and a site for scholarly study. Preservation efforts help ensure that this ancient structure can continue to educate and inspire people from all over the world. The decay and preservation of the Colosseum tell a story of transformation, resilience, and the ongoing effort to maintain a connection with our past. These efforts ensure that the Colosseum remains not just as a historical landmark, but as a testament to the enduring legacy of human creativity and determination. In the next section, we will look at the Colosseum's role in modern times, how it is perceived today, and its continuing impact as a symbol of Rome and ancient history. The Colosseum in modern times. Today, the Colosseum remains a powerful symbol and an important part of Rome's identity. Its presence continues to influence modern culture, architecture, and tourism. The Colosseum is one of the most visited landmarks in the world. Every year, millions of tourists come to Rome to see this ancient marvel. Walking through its arches, visitors can almost feel the history and imagine the events that took place there centuries ago. The Colosseum is often featured in books, movies, and artworks, signifying not only ancient Rome, but also the broader ideas of empire, power, and historical grandeur. Its image is recognized around the world, making it an enduring icon of cultural significance. For students and scholars, the Colosseum serves as a valuable educational resource. It offers insights into Roman engineering, architecture, society, and history. The site is a living classroom for those studying the past. The ongoing preservation of the Colosseum is a reminder of the importance of protecting our historical heritage. These efforts ensure that future generations can continue to learn from and be inspired by this monumental structure. In its modern role, the Colosseum stands as a bridge between the past and the present, connecting us with a history that shaped much of our world today. Its story is a testament to human achievement and resilience. In the final section, we will conclude our exploration of the Colosseum, reflecting on its enduring legacy and what it represents in the tapestry of human history. Conclusion. The Colosseum stands as a monumental testament to the ingenuity and strength of ancient Rome, continuing to awe and inspire people centuries after its creation. It symbolizes not only the architectural and cultural achievements of the past, but also the enduring nature of history itself. As we reflect on the Colosseum, we see more than just an ancient structure. We see a story of human endeavor, creativity, and the changing tides of time. Its legacy reminds us of the importance of preserving our historical heritage, offering lessons and inspiration for both the present and future generations. The Colosseum, in its grandeur and resilience, remains an iconic symbol of Rome and a priceless treasure in the world's history.